This is consistency compounded, and in this video, we're gonna talk about 2 types of visualization that's gonna help you be a better baseball player. If you're new here, welcome. My name's Tyler. I played professional baseball in Hamburg, Germany, and I made this YouTube channel to track the progress of the power of consistency. A lot can happen when you put in a little bit of effort every single day, and basically, I'm gonna prove that this is true. If this is something you'd be into, hit the subscribe button and follow along as progress is made in real time. The first type of visualization that we're going to talk about is a physical drill that's going to help the strength of your eyesight. The second thing is a mental visualization drill, and we're going to get into it right now. Literally visualizing drill with your eyesight. So we're going to pick out a small point in the distance, preferably a white speck, the line of where the ball would come out of the pitcher's hand. So I'm going to flip the camera around. I'm going to show you what I'm looking at out in the distance and see if the camera can even pick it up. This is the first speck I was looking at. This little feather here. Okay, so from here at the plate, it's about shoulder level from where the ball would come out of the pitcher's hand. Okay, and then we're gonna keep going back because there's more. This is the other one I was looking at. It looks like a little, I don't know what that is. Little fur stuff. And it's a little off-centered. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move this back in line. Okay? It's pretty far out there. But there's more. So from the plate, I'm looking out here, and this little patch of flowers, okay? This little patch of flowers out here, see this? These flowers? It's a little off center, but from here, this, you could pick out, like this one is a little out of the group. So try to look at this all the way from over there. You can see it. You'd be surprised what you can focus on. Okay, so that's the drill. Pick out a small white speck in the distance and focus on it. Don't start your swing, don't load, don't do anything until you specifically see a point and your eyes are still, your vision's still, and you see that little speck as clear as possible. Only then begin your swing and track that all the way to the ball on the tee as you're in the box ready to hit. Before you can hit it, you gotta see it. And I know some of you may not have access to a field to set up little specks in the distance, but something you can do if you're hitting in a cage per se, or just into a net even. You can put a piece of tape on the furthest wall in the distance. Smaller the piece, the better, but you have to make sure that you can see it clearly. If it's white, it's better because the baseball's white. But basically, pick out a point in the distance and track it all the way to the baseball. We're gonna hit off the tee right here. And before we take our swing, before we load, before we do anything, we're gonna focus in on a little speck in the distance. There's a little bolt that the sun is shining on. I'm gonna go point to it, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Can you see? We're gonna visualize, literally with our eyes, on that speck, all the way into the ball, and then we're gonna take our swing. And before I do anything, I'm gonna find the speck in the distance. As soon as I'm settled and my breath is settled, my body's still, my eyes become still. Then I can load, and then I can take my swing. Each rep should take like 3 seconds or so if you're doing it right. Could take longer, One more. Leave a comment down below if you've done something similar, how you've done it differently. Let me know what you think. The second drill for visualization is all in your head. It's very simple, but requires a lot of effort. You're gonna see very quickly what I mean by this. Anytime you're gonna do a rep, whether it be hitting off a tee, throwing a pitch, doing an outfield rep, anything, before you do the rep, set the stage for yourself with as much detail as you can. Basically, the limit is in your head, and as creative as you want to get, you can. Some of the things that I set the stage for before I take a swing off the tee, for example, is who I'm playing, like the other team, the pitcher, the situation in the game, the colors of the jerseys, the composition of the pitcher's body. So is he a big fat dude? Is he a skinny tall dude? Does he have lighter skin? Does he have long hair? Is his hat really low? What's the details here? You can use real people that you've faced in the past. You can make up somebody. The more real that you can make this, the better. You'll be surprised at how many times the scenario you created in your head comes to life. Usually at the end of a hitting session, I'll combine this with a situational at-bat rep. So if it's front toss or off the tee, I'll have a 2-1 count with guys on second and third, and it's the 7th inning, and we're down by 1 run with 1 out. There's a lefty on the mound, and he's tall, and he has curly hair, and his hat is low, and the jerseys are brown. It could go on and on. Like, you could do the field, you could do how many people are in the stands, you could do the umpire, anything you want. Whatever you've seen in games you've actually played in, create the situation. And you could do it for the next game you have and the team you're playing then, or it could be sometime in the future. This really works. You're gonna quickly see why this requires so much energy, because the more detail you add into it, the more you're using your brain and therefore spending energy. But if you do this the right way, it's gonna drain you a little bit. Like, it requires some effort. The more detailed you can make these reps, the more realistic you can make them, the better it's gonna help you. And the more prepared you're gonna be for when the situation you create in your head comes to life. And it happens in the next game, in the championship game, in the playoffs, whenever. It's gonna come to life if you do this right. So when it does happen, you're gonna be ready for it. A lot of the times, you're gonna do in the game what you did at practice. And paired with the physical vision drill, you're gonna be a force to reckon with. So for this drill specifically, I would visualize all the time getting a base hit up the middle. Leading off the game, a base hit up the middle. A lot of the times, it was the first pitch. Being ready to hit the first pitch, hitting it up the middle. And I swear, this happened so many times. So this stuff works. Give it a try. Create your own situation tailored to your own skills as a player, your strengths, and see if it works for you. Thanks for watching the video. I hope it helped in some way. Put it to use. Let me know what you think. Hit the subscribe button. Leave a comment. Send it to all your friends. Like the video. Hit the notification bell. Watch all my videos like 3 or 4 times. Share all of them. And then, yeah, have an awesome day. Enjoy the rest of the week. Have a great weekend. Enjoy your life. Be happy you're alive, because literally you might not wake up tomorrow. I'm going to be making these videos a little more tailored to baseball specific content. It's very important to niche down into a target audience in order to blow up into the YouTube algorithm. So I'm gonna be testing this out while I'm in Hamburg. I'm still putting out Saturday vlogs to add some more volume to the library of content. But anytime you want, reach out and recommend some videos. What you guys wanna see, I'd be happy to see how I can create something. So that's the plan, little behind the scenes for you of what's going on. I got here in Hamburg a few days ago. If you haven't seen the last video of my trip here, go check it out. Consistency compounded, and this is the proof. If you want to see the progress already made, check out the rest of the videos in the playlist. Literally, this is the proof. Like, watch the first video and then watch this video. It's going to be better. In some way, shape, or form, it's going to be a little bit better. And if you do that for long enough, over a long period of time, create just a little bit of a trajectory in an upward position, and you're going to be so much better than you were when you first started. This applies to literally anything you want to get better at.